Hello and welcome. Right, this is, I'd already done this once. I lost the footage and it is this time completely and utterly my fault. I'm using a new software, well, it's a new old piece of software that I bought a few years ago, and it played up a bit on FS19. Let me just switch my phone onto silent. Apologies. Right, all yours. Yes, I literally had this a few years ago, and my OBS, you have to select. No, I don't want to go into the boring waffle. Really, I don't. Bottom line is, I forgot to select the focus, basically, which meant it was recording like a black window, not the actual Farming Simulator window. Now, you will hear what I said, but you won't see anything. I might actually show a couple of frames of it, but then I don't really think anyone's going to really care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap what we did. I will map hop quite a bit more than I normally would, but I just want to sort of catch you up on what we actually did, which was the main task on the entire session was to... I did not remember that we had so many bales as we had last time. Yeah, I've done everything. You can see the orange of the nitrogen. I literally did. Yeah, let me just show you. Literally, I was very thorough. I had, now that's because it's going dark. That's because of how long we've been on the map. Which, let me remind myself, how long have we been on the map? Ooh, 2 years. So we've done an extra year because you start with one anyway, and we're quite the way through May. So, yeah, really just one full year and a little bit from the year that you always start with. There were so many bales, and I got the worker, or tried to get the worker to collect with the RQ, and we've got two. And it kept crashing around and going into the Omatana, and then it was going into the shed like it did on another session. I have no idea why. Sometimes it can be spectacular, and other times it can be terrible. So it became fairly apparent quite early on that it was me, and me. So I went into a time lapse, which obviously I can't show anymore. And then we grabbed all the grass, stuck it in the Omatana. And now I've gone through, this was April, so we literally all we've done is that, and then I slept through till obviously this morning, May 9/17. I did some of the animal work, but not all of it. So yeah, 517 tons. Yeah, it's weird. I've got used to court farms here. We did quite a lot of water as well, as you can see. We've got 236 tons of water. You can see I've only just finished doing this because the digest is only just ticking up. Although no, I suppose no, that's not true. It may have actually taken some. Yeah, now you will know our money is exceptionally low, and that is for a special reason. I upgraded our, I think it was the dairy, and I literally did it about 4 or 5 times, and it's expensive. It really is very expensive. So I think we've got about 700,000, and we now got 114. Yeah, that's not the dairy. Am I doing milk on that one as well? Oh no, that's the, yeah, of course, that's the yeah, so this is what I upgraded. It's a level 7, which is astronomical for a base game one. Really, that cost an absolute fortune. It's costing almost 200 grand, I think, per upgrade now. So that's where I literally sunk most of our money. It does. I must remember, that's the final thing. So that's 13, so 37, about 40 tons of butter every single day now. And about 20 tons of cheese, and yeah, pretty much 20 odd tons of chocolate. So that is quite a lot, but you can see how much milk we've got in there. So I still don't think, we've got 107 tons of sugar, 337 tons of milk, so we've got an awful lot of stuff in there. The spinner is level 5, we've done that in past episodes again, so that's really chucking out things really well. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, let me just check. That might actually be ready to rock and roll. Let's have a look so that next session I don't miss that. Is that green? Because the clothes, they are 130,000. So we need to take those. And it is May this very month. So yeah, we need to be taking that over to a venture in Business Hotel, which I do believe is that one right in front of us. So that is quite amazing. So we need to take that this particular session. We half-did the animals. Half-did them. Now, obviously it looks awful, but I've got 500 odd tons of TMR, so we're not really low. And it is weird because it is such a high amount. Although it is red and that normally affects productivity, I think this must have it worked in that this is an astronomical amount, so it must treat this differently. Otherwise the productivity would have dropped by now. 237 tons of straw. I did do the slurry and I did do the milk, as you can tell from the milk. So reproduction is at 30, but then there's more than one. Now they're nearly ready to give birth. They must be our original ones. And yeah, they're calves, so they're literally small. Yeah, so that is it. We're full done in now, I think. Oh no, the grain I need to do later today because that is getting lower. The rams, again, they are absolutely amazing, truthfully. And are they full? Let's have a quick look. We are so close. But yeah, I just wanted to. It was mainly the grass, as you can tell by how much we've got in there. Trying to think, why did we not get a massive tick up? No, we did get a tick up. Yeah, I know. I just spent the money as soon as it came in. And to be honest, we've already taken one of these across earlier on the session. It was about 3 tons. That's because that's only 147 litres. So yeah, we did take quite a bit. So then, how many? Yeah, 100 out of 100. They're not very large on this particular map, are they? But they're doing well enough. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm not trying to say, oh, I need to put more in or whatever. I'm happy to go with what we've got. Obviously, we've done the cows down the bottom end. Now then, down the bottom end. I'm going to grab the dino. Excuse me. The little dino, I think. Because we don't use it very much. It is beautiful. Yeah, no, we did quite a lot of work this particular in April, and one of them was the one thing I'd got left to plant was this. Started off with a worker, and that soon went bad. And I planted corn. I can't remember what I said I was originally going to do that. And it looks like I need to still pH this while we've got this month. So that's the one thing I didn't. I haven't done that. So we did that, and I did obviously fertilise it. I also treated us to another one of the Kinseys was on special offer, so we should, if I show you the thing. Now I have 2 Kinseys, not just one. Yeah, both the same 18 tonners, one of them obviously second hand. Yeah, so there we go, exactly the same. One of them, where does it show? 23 months, and the other one is 14 months. So yeah. The other job I did, so I was really busy, and so were the workers too, not just all me. Did I buy any more? No, I think did I? There were tractors on offer, but I didn't buy them. No, I was quite happy with staying. The other job we got, if you remember, lots and lots of weeds on this particular thing. So, yeah, I have got Crop Destruction Plus on, so I've got to be careful now. If I went on this field now, even in first or second growth stage, it doesn't matter. I will destroy crops. So yeah, I'm trying to go for as many ultimate realisms as possible. So this has now been sprayed. Now we know, I did say this a few sessions ago, I missed the liming, and I am playing realistically. I don't want to burn the plants. I know I could do it. I know the game will allow me to, but it's my fault, and I will live with the consequences of that because I was silly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so what we're left to do, this is not the session, this is me explaining the session. We have still got the animals to do, as in we've done the milk, we've done the slurry, manure, I believe, didn't we have the manure to do? I think we did. We did do some, that's right, we did leave one inside the middle, and I did remember that we needed the 70 tonner and not the big one, because we can't use the big one. Yeah, so we did use a 70 tonner, and yeah, we did stick some straw in and some more straw, so yeah, we've got that to do. I suppose I could do that while I'm chattering as well. Yeah, it's basically the just the straw, and I just wanted to get us into the amber rather than, but there is very little else for us to do. We could set the pH going though, that is true. We could, whilst that one's still available for us to do. I think that's not a bad idea. So we will grab you because you can have, oh that's, no liming. Have we got? No, we haven't got a bread oil, have we? I thought we got a bread oil. It's amazing, different Let's Plays, I tend to forget. I don't think we've got. Yeah, we have on Maple. Maple, I've done some testing. I know I'm completely was right all along. Basically, what I did was I shifted our animals into a third party. Where did I stick the front? We need to check that. And we need to get some lime. Which I believe, actually, yeah, thinking about this, we should be alright. I think we'll just be able to fill this with. I think we've taken the lime out, haven't we? Yeah, it's in our tubes that we've got over here, which I do like that. I'm sure we've got some lime left, and the lime is on the one with the white chair. Oh wow! Actually, I think we need to grab some more stones and get the production shed cracking on that. Did we do our stones ourselves, the ones that we actually grabbed off the field? Did we start them going? Road salts, seeds, I can't see any. Let's have a look. Lime. Have we got any stones? No, we haven't. So we need to buy some stones. Yeah. I'm trying to think, because obviously you can get stones really cheap now. I just wonder whether to cut to the chase and just grab a load of stones. Because is it any different from me going down to the thing and buying 4-ton bags of stones for next to nothing, really? The same as I've obviously been a bit silly this time and I've not got any lime, so we will in future episodes, obviously, as we have been doing. It's just I think out of the bit of the habit of doing this. Fantastic. Let's get this. No, we're going to do it ourselves because this is a nightmare. Are we in auto? Yes, we are. Yeah, we're going to do this ourselves, and then we're going to get cracking. Yeah, so does this reach? Not quite. Nearly reaches. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's quite a bit, isn't there, really? It's a bigger field than you think. So we planted everything. We have planted or seeded everything, literally. I would in time like to buy the big field, but I think that'll be next winter. I'd like to take this to more than the end of this year. I'd like to go to the end of next year, so we can give this. Yeah, going forwards, what I'm trying to do, I think, is trying to have a minimum. But I'm asking your input on this. I want to do a minimum of so many years, but I'd like to. Start from scratches are the easiest because, to be honest, you usually go through the first year quite quickly, really quickly. Now, why is this? Yeah, you do. You can literally whiz through the first year because you've usually only got 1 or 2 fields, unless you do what I used to in FS19, which is do a field, buy another field, buy another field, buy another field, buy another field over and over again until, then you're cutting more and more and more and more in the year. Now let's get ready. Wow, I've done quite well at this. And that is because we limed before. Yeah, and now the fields across the road, because I forgot to lime them, now there, yeah, and as you can see from the sugar cane, I obviously forgot that as well. I think I did. I think I remember saying that we had missed that. So that's that job done. Yeah, it is. Right, so then we need to grab some more TMR. Yeah. We were using the Stoutland for lime. That's where all the lime's gone. It is. It's funny how you forget when you've not been on for a while. Yeah, so this is with my other software. I did one session on Court Farms with it. It was a little bit grainy. There's a bit of movement. So I'm watching my options. I've picked another recording option, still MP4, still 4K. I'm going to see what the new codecs are doing now. We don't want lime this time. We want. Yeah, we're going to. Let's have a look. Straw first. We can do lots, if I remember rightly. Why did that switch? Yeah, we're going to do another 70 tons of straw because that thing is a monster that can take pretty much whatever you throw at it. It really is. So, yeah. Looks like about a million litres of straw you could stick in there if you really wanted to. So we're never really going to seriously dint it. Yeah, I was talking about the test on Maple. I put the My cow pasture by Royal Christie. I stuck that in, and I moved our cows from the. I had a brainwave literally just minutes before I went on Maypole, and I thought, why don't you move? You're so convinced that you. I mean, I had 200 tons of milk the day before, and the month before, and the month before that. So I knew that seemed so wrong to me. Well, when I tested it with the Royal Christie one, with our 100 animals, I got 33 to 36 tons of milk. Now that is about right, and that's what I knew. When we were getting 200 tons and I could hardly keep up with the milk, that I knew it wasn't right. Now, if you take that, extract that, and think I had 100 and the amount was about 850, so I had about a seventh, roughly, of the amount of cows that did. Now, if you times 3 by 7, you get 21. Now, do we do? Yeah, we'll do one more straw. Yes, and that is 2100 litres of milk, or 210 tonnes, which is about what we were getting. So the bottom line is, somehow it's reading our 100 as a full set of cows. I don't know how it's doing it, but it is. And there's nothing. Obviously, as soon as I went to the Royal Christie one, and all mods I'd got on the same, it was just the enclosure. So obviously now, and that was what I was getting. I was ready to pull out, and I don't really want to. No, I really love the Maypole Farm map, and it was only really because we were doing unfairly well. Yeah, I don't mind us doing well, but it's well from like our efforts on the farm, not well from cheating because I'm getting 7 times the amount of milk that I should do. Slurry's still good, and that is always should be. Manure's still good, about 40 something tons of both. Now that had gone wrong as well, did something weird on that, and I knew that was not right. But again, now we're in the Royal Christie one. It is still using straw at a much higher rate than it should do, so I think some of it's drawing things from the map. So it's like there are multiplications going on the map that aren't quite right with what I'm used to seeing on other maps. So it's still a little bit cheat, as in, I did say this about the horses. I can't remember if you do normally have straw for horses, but the bottom line is, if you do and you'd only got 3, you really shouldn't be using what we're using a day. It literally just disappears in a puff of smoke. It really does, just enormously. So that's not right. They should be using a little tiny bit, and instead I can put a full 15 tons of, and they're only 3 horses, so we're not talking about cows or anything like that really use a lot of straw. We're talking about horses where you're just bedding them down. So if you got through a couple of tons a day, you'd be lucky, really. And don't quote me on that amount, but what I'm saying is it wouldn't be a lot. Well, we're getting through 15 tons. Sometimes I've topped it up. No, I don't know that I have, actually. No, but it's at least 15 tons a day, and that's not right. And I knew it wasn't right. Right. Let's just see what we're going to do. 519. Yeah, what do we put in? Wow, we've gone into the orange for the straw. That's amazing. Let's do a couple of these, I think. Yeah, so I just wanted to really belt some. I mean, we've not got that much money, so we've got to be careful. But yeah, we should be earning quite a bit. The digestate and all that should be earning us a bit more money again. So yeah, no, we only did ever use that other one, didn't we? We've got the other one ready to do 2 sets at a time, but. Yeah, so I would like to take my Let's Plays, but I do ask for your opinion on it. Do you think it's a good idea? Normally I've gone a little bit, as in like I'll go 3 years, or no, I might go 4 years, or I might go, but I'm trying to think of a minimum, or it could vary from map to map. We could sort of think, no, we need another 2 years on this one. Again, I'll be guided by your comments. I really will. I ask your opinion on this. Truthfully, as fellow shareholders on the farms that we own across the world, then it would be nice to hear what you think we should do, whether or not we do that. Yeah, have a set amount, or do we vary it? Do we do it some years we do it like that, and then other years we don't? Yeah, I just would really like to think what you think, truthfully. Wow, I reckon that has got to be about 2 million litres. 2,000 tonnes, got to be, surely. Yeah, the way that's going up. And I think this is the biggest. No, I think there's some lorry backs. Those the doubles. I think they actually drop underneath those. I think they are a little bit bigger than the 70 tonner, but not by a lot. I mean, of course, you can't with a 70 tonner. It is a single thing, but I think I'm right. Now, what was in the sales that was left? Yeah, that was it. And that's the other thing I said about the 1300 XL bag lift. Now, we have got one of those. I'm a little bit loath to use it because it has crashed the game a few times. And it's not because it's not. It is a cracking mod. Although, as I said, I have the utmost respect for it, having it's thrown me across the map a couple of times. Did it on Silver Run and another one. We have got it, and we've never used it on the farm. Never. So, I don't think... No, we haven't, because I made a comment on one session to say we really ought to start using that. But, yeah, but there is now another one, a metal FAC one. So, yeah, and that is also only about 4,000, which I've always thought was quite a good thing. So we could grab a bag with us, and it really will help us, because it would just drag the bag and then it will start. I think it will fill it, but it would be nice to have a look at it. I've always thought it was a cracking idea, especially if you grab one of the 8-ton bags from the Multi-Pro Greenhouses pack, because to carry one of those around with you is almost like making the little WMXL into almost a little bread all. So let's do one more, I think. And then I believe... Oh, did we have any harvest this month? I don't think we did. No, I'm sure we didn't. Oh, but we do, yeah, we can't speed time, though we do need to next session. Just wanted to get the animals done and also mainly explain about what happened. So, yeah, I've literally explained everything. Obviously, we've got all that grass, but the one thing we do need to do is, before this month goes into June, is we need to take that, the clothes to market and earn 130,000, as it says. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. So we will definitely get that sorted. I mean, our equipment is absolutely astronomical. This is a little bit, reminds me of a bit of Rhombos, where you can have what you like, because money flows very, very freely. I mean, obviously some of that is down to the fact that Rastaman gave us such a fantastic compliment of, but we didn't have many fields, let's be honest. No, there was plenty of scope, and the fields are not expensive, that's not what I mean. But yeah, we've done quite well. We did have field 12, and we had field 21 and 19, and that's all we've had. We bought 16, I think, first, then we bought 19, and we 18 next, I think, and then we bought 20 not long back. So yes, we are doing well, and obviously we expanded 12 to almost double the size, I would say. We also made we've got the sugar cane field, and we've also got the corn field that's obviously growing nicely. Let's just see. Yeah, that's very, very light. 19 and 21, they're the two canolas. They are not far off ready to do, I believe. And the grass, obviously, we can switch that off, and then it'll show us. Yeah, so it is ready to harvest, but then it's ready to harvest at first growth stage every single time. So yeah, it is ready to harvest, but you really wouldn't want to run over it on first growth stage, even though in FS19 that's exactly what I used to do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it, not at all. You will get, but you just won't get an awful lot. But it's relatively an awful lot. Yeah. Anyway, yes, this is more of an explanation, and I've said that before, I don't mind if an episode is 20 minutes, if it's explaining an event, and this is just really, we've done the animals. I may well link the net that is grabbing the wall at the top and is taking that to the top. In fact, yeah, it is possible we might be able to grab them with the, do you know something? No, let's just do it. Let's just not faff around. Yeah, and I believe this has, we could grab the, let's just do what we've got to do. Now, I think we need to tell the clothes to appear, and that is a point. Yeah, that is really the point. Have we got 5 tons? Because I've got the mod on that means that you've got to have at least 5 tons for that to appear. So if we haven't got, I think we did have, I think it was more than 5 tons. And I think, if I remember rightly, the episode before last, I also said I'd like to upgrade these as well, the greenhouses. I thought I'd done one, but obviously I can't have done. We need to, where are we? Close. They're not ready. We've only got 2.5 tons. Which means we're going to miss out on the window of opportunity. Oh well, doesn't matter. It is what it is. At least we know we haven't missed that. Yeah, I think they appear there, don't they? So we have, yeah, we've not got enough. I could do what I did before, but it's if we're staying another year, we'll have done quite well. Not sure whether to ramp that up and actually buy more animals, not actually do anything to this one, but basically to buy or make another enclosure where we just go for one of the bigger ones as well to ramp up the wool, because it is, in my personal opinion, one of the very best ways you can actually earn money in FS22. Yeah, I mean, sheep are so little trouble. Of all the animals, I think probably sheep are the easiest to look after, the less hassle. I don't know that they are in real life. Yeah, sheep can be very finicky, but yeah, anyway, yeah, that's it. Actually, we could even go through till June because there's nothing for us to do now at all. So when is the first harvest? Because it would be nice to go through. Yeah, we've done all the jobs that we can. We haven't. Manure. No, we haven't. That is true. We could go and do that. Yeah, when is the harvest for canola? It's in 2 months, in July. No, I don't think we've got any barley, have we? Let's have a look. I don't think we have. No. Sunflowers, sugar beets, oats, corn, canola, sugar cane. Yeah, so no, we're fine. We've not got any of that. So a couple more months and that will be done. We've done all this field. We've done all of the field work that we can possibly do. And yeah. Manure is what we were talking about. It is. Let's pop down there. Let's go grab the... I think we left it... No, we didn't. We grabbed this one. Ah, it's there. I see it. Let's go grab the manure and at least stick that into... Oh, now that we can use the lorry for. Not with that back, of course, but yeah, we can. Let's try and stick these in a little bit more than that. Yeah, no, it's sort of almost together. Grab one of the big lorry bags. Yeah, I repaired this in the last session as well. This is the one that we bought not long back. If you remember, we've now got a Roadrunner, a TLX and a Volvo, plus we've also got that other little one as well. So we have lorries coming out of our ears. Right, so manure that we're after. I think, if I remember rightly, the production shed was about rammed full of what it could manage. Yeah, I think it was about full. We could, of course... yeah. Well, we have ramped it up. So actually, yeah, it's true. Now, I think the manure's pulling directly. I think the production shed is in the range for the manure, and it's just reading as that it's got that, I think. We shall check. It's grabbing it. I was going to say, let's see. Now, the one thing I am going to say, if it is that it's drawing that now, yeah, the other thing we need to do is grab some more grain for the. I think why not buy loose from the and just stick a one wagon with that in the back, and we could use the little tiny lorry that we've got there and go grab a. One of a small... Oh, we've got small trailers. Wow, that is an awful lot of... It is. We've got almost... Yeah, let's stick it straight into the BGA and make sure that it's on. And then I do think I'm right. We will grab a little trailer if we've got one. I think we have. If not, it doesn't matter. That and little trailer. I'm not sure we have. use the John Deere. That would be nice. No, they do. Yeah, the bigger tractors get plenty of time out. It's the little two, this one and the other one that tend not to. Yeah, these don't really get a look in. Most things are done on a massive scale on this map, so we only need a little tiny. Let's go to the shop. Let's go grab one. And I think, yeah, actually, it does make sense. I know, but yeah, it does make more sense if we go with the lead tractor, the Magnum, really. Because it's got those, yeah, well, let's drop that down, let's stick that back. And let's fill it while we're here. And let's zoom in a little because it feels a little bit on the tiny side. So stick. And yeah, well, I did say I was going to use this arrow, didn't I, to stick. Yeah, sorted. Stick that down now. We need to grab big bag handler. Stick this back in. Oh, not bad. Gentle. Smash it. There you are, not the big bag handler. We have got the AG. Always get mixed up. AGM. Yeah, it is. I keep getting mixed up between the AGI and the A. Oh, we did actually. Why am I worried? There's a proper telehandler at this shop, so we can take the little one. Yes. It's fairly fast. Not as fast as that, admittedly, but yeah, it's true. It doesn't get much of an outing. Let's take that to the shop. And we're going to go grab... that's got the big bag handler, and that's the AGM, and that's got the AGM, and that's got the standard one. Talk about... Right. The last job of the session. Grab a little tiny trailer, I think. It's a good job because we've not really got a lot for one really. What we're going to get for chicken food. Doesn't need to be massive, really. I think we'll just something like 10-15 ton out of the overton. That is not a bad idea. Oh, the 20 tonner I think is more than adequate. Without an extension, and then I think we're going to literally take this through till next month. I think that is probably ideal. Yeah, there's the easy. Right, so then we want a trailer. And we want the Omatana. Without the extension, I might add. No, they're only 10. I was just thinking, yeah, I was thinking actually. We don't want the extension, we just want that one there. And I'm going to keep it because I do love the TARDIS. Why wouldn't you? Alright, smash it. And then I think what we're going to do is... yeah, grab it loose. Oh no, we could do that trick that I found out. So it's a 20 tonner. And we are going to buy... it's true. Yes, I would... oh, you say that. Now, will this... you'll not be able to do this with this because it's too... yeah, it is too heavy. If we do... oh, we want pallets, actually, not bows. And we want wheat. It can only lift one at a time. And yeah, so you can't really do what I was going to say. Just do multiples. yes, if you've got something strong enough, then what you can do is, obviously some mods have got their weight limits. Now they are as they should be. So if you've got things that are light, you can possibly, I don't think I can do two, I'm sure, as good strong as this is. Oh, it can. Yeah, because you're lifting two at once. Now the one thing I've almost was ready to throw in the towel on Maypole with the, let me show you. No, that's not the way to pull that up. Yeah, if you go into pallets and you go to mineral feed, it's a ton of mineral feed and it's painfully slow. But you can, if you pick 5 or 6 of them up with a big wheel loader or a telehandler, you can actually, it will drain all 5 at once, which then makes it not so slow. Ooh, okay, well, that was a bit, yeah, I really didn't quite expect that. So really, you can actually do 2 at once, and it means it's double the normal unload rate, which then means that's not bad. Yeah, that is actually quite quick. And if you do it with the little ones like that, you can lift up 5 or 6 at once and obviously unload 5 or 6 at once, which makes it 5 or 6 times quicker than if you were to do one at a time, which is what I used to do. So yes, this works really well. It's a fantastic way. Of course, you do need something with this has got the big weight in it, hasn't it? So that explains why it can manage these two like this. It does. It is a fairly hefty beast now. 15.2 tons, equivalent really of quite a few of the wheel loaders. We could sort of do, that's more like it. Wow. It's nice and easy to roll these back though because of the shape of them. Wow. Only that weight's fighting me. That's one thing I am going to say. That's down to the weight distribution of those two. Ooh. Now then, so if we pull those forward, that's because one of them is really a long way down. I'm not really sure anyone's going to appreciate your theatrics. I'm going to have to wait for one of those to actually just about empty. Do you know something? Yeah, let's stop it because it looks ridiculous, and I keep saying I'm going for realism, and then when you do things like that, it totally ruins immersion. Really, really does. So let's just not do that anymore. Yeah, obviously it was true actually, and that is true to real physics. Now I'd got a wide spread on that, which meant that it's a bit like a snowshoe. You've got the wide spread of a snowshoe. Now that's a bad spread because it's one of them's dangling a long way away. So oh wow, that is so. Wow. It's amazing in a bad way. Right. I think if I'd have gone one at a time, I might actually have done it by now. This isn't really winning anyone over to our cause at all. Not really, no. I must admit this was a little bit but it does work with something that's light. I mean, these are like 5 tons at a pop, so. We'll go through to June morning and then we'll leave it at that, I think. see what we earn from all of our manure, the fertiliser businesses, blah blah blah, all of that little lot. Oh, and the dairy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that does by tomorrow morning. Fantastic. Right, let's pop this back. We should put what we can in the chicken. Ducks. Will you stop saying chickens? Yeah, this should be a bit of a struggle for it, really. But we'll just about manage that. It is a plucky little thing, I've got to be honest. Even with its narrows on. Of course, they're not really helping. So I thought it was time that I showed my face on the normal Let's Plays. Forget what the indicator is. Yeah, I did. I thought it's not fair for Court. I've given Court Farm a week. It's only been a week, and I have been still uploading sessions, really. So I don't suppose, in a way, it was only 3 or 4 days when I literally didn't upload anything other than Court Farm. So. On the last episode, we actually bought another farm. Yeah, we're still running the storyline, and we are. Most people who would be interested would know sort of the storyline. If they're not, then obviously, there's a storyline running on that one. I've gone to greater depths than I've ever gone before with this storyline, and literally pulled every single trick that I know about. Downloaded a few mods, unfortunately some of them were not on the mod hub. Some of the police things, police cars and stuff like that, yeah, there was nothing available. There was the emergency pack, but that really didn't cover. Now where are you going? Yeah, it didn't cover what we needed. Also did there's that fantastic mod where you can have clothes. I didn't bring them in myself, but I bought a pack in. Again, someone had very kindly done. It is here, I think. It is. Oh. Right, smashing. Let's sleep through till tomorrow morning. And let's see how well we do. And it is indeed 8 o'clock in the morning, and we will leave it. I'm interested to see how much we earn in 1 month. With all that we've done now, all of the ramped up we upgraded all the factories by a huge amount. Whoa! Now that I wasn't expecting to be quite that. That is phenomenal. I don't think I've ever, in all of my time on Farming Simulator, gone from pretty much zilch to 1,000,000.2. Rombos used to earn us some cash, but that is phenomenal. I have never, on any Let's Play, mind you, you say that we have got the beast. We do have this beast here, the industrial BGA, which is a monster that can devour pretty much anything. But then it's only got so much silage because obviously it's limited to the Omatana being able to throw 250 tons. So let's have a quick look at what that actually did. That is amazing. Right, let's look at the animals first. Now, yes, not lost an awful lot. Straw, still an awful lot, so we could be. Now, somebody should have given birth, I believe. Yeah, that one there. They've just given birth. Calf male, bull male 1, calf male 12. Yeah, it's the only pain now, isn't it? Used to get females all the time, which is unrealistic, I know, but it's weird how you get used to that. Right, so productions. Let's see how much the Omatana's still got in. Yeah, it's still got half of that left to process, which it can't do. It'll do that at 250 tons again. Yeah, digestate's gone out to make fertiliser. So, oh, no, we've had plenty of water. Plenty. So that's why the Omatana produces a lot of digestate, which then produces an awful lot. Yeah, the slurry's gone. The manure we put in, and that's nearly all gone. Silage. Now, if we ran through the day, that would have done all of it. But because we did the speed up, as in it just does one calculation, is what I think it does. Oh, wow. Digestate. We we're storing the digestate, you Wally. You should be distributing it. Oh wow, that is amazing. Straw and slurry. Wow, the industrial BJ's got things that I didn't even know about. Silage plus slurry producers versus... That is quite a difference, actually. Oh, it is. That's not bad. I think we might be actually changing the recipe. I didn't realise it did that. It didn't used to. That is a new one on me. Yeah, the grain mill now has finished doing the flour. So that's used all of last time's. Some flours have all gone and the oil has gone a long time ago. Wow. So the manure is almost... Yeah, what did we get slurry left in that for this? 97 tonnes, 65 tonnes of milk. Wow, that is amazing. It really is. Wow. So you can see these are selling as well, but obviously, again, I would like to ramp them up. They're doing a 1.5 tonnes of, and I don't know if that's split. I don't think it is. So that's quite a bit over all of those, but I would like to ramp them up a little bit. So the sunflower, that's all gone. The production shed is the one that's doing most of the lifting, along with the... Oh, wow, they're still trundling along nicely. Yeah. Bread. I know it's still... Oh, it's because it's storing. We need to sell that. But I think it's in the back end. Oats, I believe they were long since finished. Ah, that was moving, wasn't it? Milk, what have we got in there? Ah, now that is working now then. So that is actually, it took a while. So really, I think we can start, what I'd like to do is start to put the milk in there and see, it did have a backlog, but I don't think the dairy could process it as it can do now. Now that we've ramped it up, I think we should actually be able to cope with that. Mineral feed, hay, straw. Oh, wow. We've got 620 tonnes of straw in there from our own straw. Clothes. Ah, now that's actually spawned some, so I think we've reached the 5 tonne limit. Now then, that is a point. If our... No, that is... Yeah, oh my love, 432 tonnes. Now that is definitely working now. Because that milk has gone up, and we haven't taken it there. So that really does mean that that is doing its job now, carrying that across. It is still building up there, so although that is amazing, I think we still need to ramp the dairy up even more and get some more equipment, definitely. Wow, the digestate, look at the digestate. That's amazing. So yeah, literally, if we took this through till tomorrow morning, I think we would earn an awful fortune. A fortune. Do we need any more? 180 grand. I think we've got enough, if I'm honest. I think we said this a few sessions ago. We've got tractors coming out of our ears. Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 of the big fence, and even with having the 2 ends, we've got 2 big tractors at the top end. We've got the T7 down this end. We've got obviously that at the top. We've got the one of the 7Rs, you know, the only 7R we've got at the top. We've got the Magnum, the big John Deere, the big Fent, and then the medium Fent. Yeah, all down here. So I honestly think no matter what. And then we've also got small tractors. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 tractors. Yeah, well, now I would imagine that the water is getting a little bit low at the middle greenhouse, so we need to do that next session as well. So there you go. That is, I think, that has broken a personal record of. I mean, and that's not just the industrial BGA, because that's been limited by how much it receives from the Omatana. That's a slow release in a way. Well, when I say slow, 250 tonnes per month is being done. So that is capable of doing millions of tonnes, millions of litres. So that is, well, you can see by how quickly the silage is being processed. Yeah, literally the charge going up, that it is phenomenal. But yes, I am going to say, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this very exciting journey where we can have whatever we like. Yeah, the Bedner, I'm sure the Bedner's changed, because it might not have done it. I haven't had it in FS22 at all. I might use it on a contract. No, I haven't. I don't think I did it. I think it was this one. Yeah, I've had one of these on a contract. And to be honest, if I'd have known the Bednar would got this weird thing, I'm not sure I would have actually bought it. It's awful to actually reverse. Terrible. It really is. But yeah, I do love it, but I think only to pull forwards, which then means it's very difficult to back into your shed. So you need a drive-through shed, which I am planning on putting in the middle. I'd love to go with the black sheep mod in my favourite shed and stick that in the middle and maybe put a couple so that we can run trailers into it and so at least look a little bit tidy. Well, I mean, I have on this Let's Play sort of made attempts to keep everything nice and tidy in there. Yeah, the sugar beets, we've only got the one harvester. I think we will look in the sales, but also if we don't get one, I think we'll buy one, if I'm honest. But yes, all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.